Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing one of the topic that is future creation. In future creation, basically we are discussing about this hierarchy basically. So one of the person told that see the creation basically, and that's everything entire chain basically, which is you can see now basically that is connected with the future creation basically. And in future creation basically I had taken example of myself basically. So one of the person told that in future creation basically it might possible that basically they might have ended, they might end you also basically. Up to that level basically the group will reach basically. So up to that level also basically the group will reach basically. That also basically one of the person told that basically. So see basically the total Bangalore city, see basically total Mumbai city, and see the total Ahmedabad city count basically. This also you see basically. So one of the person told that, and see this sequence also basically you see, and this sequence also basically you see. So see the each and every sequence basically, which is basically connected basically. So one of the person told that uh, this chain basically is connected up to what level basically, yeah. So that chain is basically connected up to this level. This you can see the cursor basically up to this level basically things are basically connected. Here basically the earth planet is also created. So earth planet god also basically is no value here basically. In this area, no value of earth planet god also. In this area basically there is no value of earth planet god also basically. And this is fact basically. So if basically in future basically in this area basically the god groups mostly god groups and the god group basically few sometime basically it might possible that the few god groups also basically get end basically here. Few god groups also basically can end here. So one of the person told that how many god basically are there in this world. So one of the person told that there are Hindu god is there, Christian god is there, then basically the Muslim gods are there, Allah is there, Muhammad is there. So it might possible that basically in future in this area basically when in this area is going to shift basically that time basically few religion also basically can end basically and will end also basically. So that basically things basically are connecting to this level basically, that is the total Bangalore. So each and every city basically the people basically which are getting end basically they are connected with this land basically. So one of the person told that if one of the person basically is getting end basically you have to track basically up to very deep level basically. If you might have tracked this basically then basically in long before only basically the doctors group basically might have reached so to this area basically doctor group basically might have reached to this area long before basically they might have reached basically. So here one of the person told that in India basically there is only few doctors basically who are basically connected with the world basically, they only basically handles the India. They decides basically Pradhan Mantri will exist, Pradhan Mantri will not exist, president will exist, president will not exist, city will exist, city will not exist, they basically decides. And they basically gets the data from the set of groups basically. So world doctors basically are also basically there. So here basically doctors can be anybody, it can be software industry, it can be, and in software industry basically one of the person told that who is the software doctor basically. So one of the person told that TCS basically is the doctor of India basically, Infosys is there basically, Capgemini is there, Accenture basically, these all are the doctors basically of the software companies basically. And in construction industry basically if one of those person told that Sunil you have got the job, you have got the house in Bangalore, no basically not got, because the Bangalore construction doctor basically has not helped you basically. That is the group basically who created this area, this area who created basically, they have not helped you basically. Mumbai basically you got no basically, this group basically not helped you. Ahmedabad no basically, you got house no basically, this groups has not helped you. So you can just imagine doctors means up to what level basically. So Bangalore city software company helped you Sunil, no basically, reason the doctors of software company basically not helped you. Mumbai city helped you? No. Doctors of Mumbai, software basically, software companies basically, they are basically doctors of software industry. They not help you. Ahmedabad not help basically. So one of the person told that basically this thing basically is connecting up to very depth level basically. So see now basically the sequence has connected to, and this everything is done basically. After that basically I am discussing basically. This is also done long before basically. This is also basically done long before basically. So here basically there is no value of Earth, planet, God basically. In universe basically there is no value of Earth, planet, God. One of the person told that how you can say basically. Then ask God only basically, who are basically in the universe basically. Ask you them only basically. They will tell you basically. Yes, Sunil basically is telling correct basically. There is no value of God basically in universe basically. There was just basically as a normal person basically in universe basically. And Earth planet is basically playing the normal role basically. Earth planet basically is playing the normal role basically. So one of the person told that basically Sunil basically you are not getting the software company job and you are not getting the money. So one of the satellite person basically who are handling the entire dot basically they told that can we finish the entire world basically and can create the whole world basically again. Then basically one of the political people told that basically we have done basically lots of hard work basically here. Just for Sunila Nair basically we can't end the entire world basically. Just for Sunila Nair basically we can't end the entire world basically. That also one of the political person basically told that. Then one of the satellite person told them you are supposed to help basically long before basically. So that basically topic we are going to discuss basically why they are not helped, and after having this much knowledge basically then also basically Sunil Nair basically was not getting the job in software company. So that each and everything basically we are going to discuss basically as the time basically will pass basically. That is this time. This is the time basically. See this time basically is going to connect basically. One of the person told that there is no value of Allah basically. There is no value of God basically. There is no value of Jesus. There is no value of each and every god basically in universe basically. One of the person told that basically you have seen any Allah and you have seen Jesus basically, you have seen basically Shankar Bhagwan basically. One of the person told that basically there is no value basically, how you can say basically. Then Sunil Nair basically told that ask them only basically, ask Jesus basically, who basically is having I think uh, 220 22nd birth basically, 222nd birth basically he is currently having basically, his body basically is having 222nd birth basically. So you can just imagine basically, ask them only basically. That basically was the answer of Sunil Nair basically. That means there is no value of Earth planet basically. So one of the person told that this Bangalore city, this Mumbai city, Ahmedabad city is going to end basically one day. That is 100% sure basically. And see the sequence basically you see basically. And this sequence is basically connecting to this area basically. So up to very depth level things are basically connected. It's very dangerous thing basically, which basically is already connected, and this everything is already done basically. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic, that is sequences of the each and every house basically connected. In house basically we have taken Bangalore city house, then basically the Mumbai city house, the Ahmedabad city, like this basically. In world basically each and every area basically is there, each and every areas are basically calculated this way only basically. And that basically might be the environment issue also basically, how they might be calculating. And see the system basically which is already created, and the land is going to separate 100%, that is 100% sure. And basically it might possible that after that this video basically lots of things basically can be happen basically. So see basically the sequence requirement sequence, and see this basically sequence. So one of the person told us see the controlling power also basically, how the controls basically is happening, and see the total number of houses basically are in Bangalore city and Ahmedabad and Mumbai city and the Ahmedabad city and the Bangalore city. So next video basically I am going to see a little bit more about this.